G'day, today we're going to have a look at one of the challenge city maps. This time we're going for a Zurich one, many tiny tunnels. So generally these challenge city ones are pretty rough. So let's see if we can hit 2,000 because it's usually unlikely. Awarded half the number of road tiles each week. Very unlikely. Tunnels don't require road tiles and we get unlimited tunnels. So it sounds like we want to be running through the tunnels as much as possible. Now I believe in where are we? Zurich. Zurich, Switzerland? Switzerland has a lot of stuff built into their mountains, right? That's a thing that I believe. I also believe that Zurich is in Switzerland. It is? Alright. Let's just Google that while we're in this super early part. What is in the mountains in Switzerland? Alright, we're almost cut off from this guy's people, but just take advantage of a lovely little free road tiles in there. That's just telling me about the best mountains in Switzerland, not what's in them. Bridge. Bridge is probably going to be more important. Do here is swing out, so that guy's just a driveway. And this section here is limiting the amount of houses that I can have in that area that aren't going to end up on the opposite sides of roads, exactly like that, to where they're actually going to be useful. So I think for now we'll just connect him to the back. It's very early days, so shouldn't be too disastrous for him for those two to have to share. I mean, sharing only 3 houses isn't great, but we'll make do for now. Well, he sure saw someone sharing only 3 houses and he said, me too. Still gonna go to the bridge. Generally find I don't use many traffic lights, and this is the sort of level that you don't want to find yourself without bridges. Yeah, probably 1 house away from being able to split this into 2 separate neighborhoods, so that the 2 warehouses don't have to destinations don't have to share. Well, at least that's an easy one. The roundabout, because we're probably flush for bridges at the moment. And the only problems that we have so far is just probably this guy here and this guy here just not being near any houses of much note. And even there, I don't want to see you have a few more houses around you before we can talk. What we can do is that. Then it's just 2 dedicated sets of houses. Splits the amount of cars on the road in half. Alright, let's move his... Yeah, cool. I was gonna say, move his thing there just so that hopefully he can get a second house right where that guy was blocking off. So what we'll do is we'll take the motorway. It always seems like it's a real downer to only get 5. Let's go up a little bit, give them a room to get another guy in there. It seems like a downer to only get 5 road tiles, but I think with that one you've almost got to realize you're only getting 10 anyway, so you're actually losing out on half as many tiles as what you would lose out on in a normal game. That being said, you probably also have way more tiles at your expense, like that you can just sort of spend. So I mean, it's definitely give and take. We're doing okay so far with our 12. Alright, well I guess this guy's finally found his job. We are very skimp on yellow housing at the moment. 6 houses for 4 destinations. Really want to see some yellow housing up here, I'd say. Or down here. Alright, well there's sort of in the area we want. Now you can see we are quickly running out of bridges, so we will grab another bridge. I'd really like to see a second house over here. Second house over here, and this guy's disconnected. Great. Where we can go. Done. This guy gets 3, that guy gets 2. And what we'll do is we'll just pause while we do this. We will run these guys through the mountain. Cheeky little short one there. Unfortunately, that guy can't get across. Can't really connect that guy either. How long have we got to wait? Alright, well let's just do this for a brief moment. Take the 15 road tiles there. Let's do that until this is built in, and then we can get rid of that. Him connected. I really have to keep an eye on these yellow setups here. I mean, this guy is now gone as the one circular one, so hopefully that means that we just get more yellow houses in compensation for that. They sort of spring up in all these different locations. Alright, now we're getting over there. So the 2 problems that we have with this guy is, number 1, we don't have anyone in the vicinity of him. The closest guys we've got sort of over here. And the second problem is that he's got no real easy access route. What you could potentially do is just dig him into the mountain so that we've got enough aisles to get him up there. And what we can do is turn these 2 guys around and have them bounce all the way over. But that's a very long journey. I do feel very short on houses in this one. It's the sense I'm getting. Go bridge. And the problem here is that a job comes up and that guy is starting... has got to go from there before he starts. So if this starts to go real quick, it's a long, long time. Like, these guys aren't predicting when there's a new job coming out. Obviously, it's... So what we might do is just connect him like... let's use that, actually. Connect him like that, and then we will bring a bridge in. Okay. Two choices here. So what we could do is try and work out a way to get these guys to there, and then use all 4 of these guys here. Or we could connect these 4 guys straight through there and turn these guys around to help out him. Kind of think that that's the doable thing at the moment. Ah. Because once you get that far along, we'll delete the whole thing to start again. Alright, so we will get rid of that. We'll then turn these 2 guys like that and down. Definitely take the motorways. I don't feel like you could say that any of the yellow houses currently aren't in use. Maybe these 2 guys here. I don't think that these 2 guys would be seeing much action anywhere. This guy here needs a bit more help too. We do have this guy here. So what we could do is run him. Oh, alright. Easy. Let's pause for a second, just make sure we've got our ducks in a row. Turn him down. Get rid of that. Sort of run up alongside it. In there. It's an unpretty action there, actually. Get that guy off there and give him that way. That's sort of a shift of 4 guys there to 3 guys on this side. Okay. Well, you are certainly an inconvenience. So now we've got to try and figure out 2 different communities of purple to gallop over the world. Here's what we do. We get rid of that. Have these guys just sort of slightly extend. So we've got no road tiles left. We'll get rid of that. Let's do that too. Yeah, and you can see there's no urgency of these guys getting out of here. They're all happy. As far as this guy's concerned, that the people that he needs are already on his way. But this guy here too. So a lot of things that don't quite work here. Let's think. So if we go get rid of that. This is a full rebuild, and the problem is that we don't have enough sort of squares to do any redesigning with, because people are going to be still laying claim to the routes. Get that guy connected to start with. Okay, cool. At least one guy we can get down here, but the problem is that being down here, he's actually going to block off where I was about to send blue. Okay, thank you for the road tiles. The 15 road tiles was absolutely what we needed. So we'll connect him. We'll connect those guys through there. So he's got his 3 guys back and it's a little bit more direct. This guy here will connect. Alright, let's flip this around. So this guy we can just go through the mountain. This guy's here, turn him around. Go up across here, get that guy out of the way. Come down there, so we can get rid of that tunnel. So purple's still the thing that we need to solve. I don't have anything connected to this guy, but what we can do is we can just turn all these guys around. Almost get there. This purple guy, he's got 1 house now. That guy's still got his same stuff and he's not doing well. This guy we can at least get over there nice and quick. I'm just connected on there. A bit more purple. This vicinity. There's another yellow. Just to get across the way there. That connected. Now what we can do too, actually, is this. Certainly not pretty. But what it does is it means that guys from this big neighborhood can come down and help him out, at least temporarily. We work out a better setup for this guy. And it feels like there's a lot of houses in play that should make this better. And hopefully we can come up with something that should allow us to reclaim that. I do feel like that's going to be pretty easy. So all we need is some road tiles. Alright, cool. Those guys at least making us not worry about this purple. This is only 1 house that's going to be connecting to this guy, so he's not going to be in a good shape anyway. So what we're going to have to do is reclaim that. Get this guy out of here just so we can get someone moving here. Okay, so just get going, buddy. I mean, the problem is that's already 2 over, and now he's going to be... well. Roundabout, okay. Suppose what we can do... Alright, thank goodness there's our extra support up there. I mean, these guys will still benefit from having these guys connected for a brief moment. Thing is, you've got to make sure that when you do something like that, you don't get caught up on that, and you actually make sure that all of your problems are being addressed. I've certainly fallen victim to that before. Great, so he's cleaned up. So what we can do is get rid of all of that. We can get rid of that. We can turn these 2 guys around. We can wait for those 6 to come back. We can then get rid of that. Turn these guys around so that they do connect that way. So he's now connected. What we've got going on here is also great. Now, these guys are doing okay, and he's doing insanely well for still only having his 3 houses looking after him. He is going to sink me, I can tell you that. So is this guy. Both of these guys only have 3 guys looking after them. This guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 2, so we can turn him around, give the circular guy the extra cover. I I just wonder if there's a way that we can flip this around, that we can give those 4 guys to him, but it doesn't much matter because it's only 1 extra house and it would be a longer drive for either direction. Okay. So purple is our next one to try and improve. Would love another motorway. And even just more road. Make things easier. A little bit of a green community going on up here. This guy's not doing well. Let's get him extra help. Can't really get those guys down. Do this. Alright, well, at least that's giving us some houses in this vicinity to make that easier, but he's going to have to loop around to... get up towards this way. The roundabout, because I will use the roundabout to sort of... here. I mean, the problem with the amount of problems that we have is that there's certain things, like say this purple line, that needs attention. Killing me how many purple houses I've got in pretty good spots too. We just don't have the time to correct this. Screen's not looking great either. Let's that. Give him that support. Alright, we want to make sure that these guys don't get cut off. Definitely want them connected in here. Alright, now, we don't have any bridges at the moment. So firstly, there's a very good question of, can I move that to down there? No, I can't. Let's get these guys connected there. So we've now got those 3 extra guys on here. So we've got 4 guys in real nice close proximity to the 2 of these. Let's try and help out. This guy here is not looking great. Got 8 squares to allow us to get those guys to... We'll try and come in and help out. This guy here is just... cleared his unhappiness. This guy is as well, but I mean, I think he's manageable. He's okay, so let's just do that. Need this guy to get connected on here as well. It does seem like everything's just suddenly taken a surge on us. Alright, this purple unhappy too. Got more purples sort of connected. You guys are useless to me. See how far you'd have to travel. The these 2 guys are both pretty disastrous. This guy would be great to connect, but just can't. I mean, I think it's probably too late now anyway. But just can't see anyone I can remove from a line to allow me to connect this guy. I need 2 squares. 3, 1, 2. He would be much better off sort of coming down and connecting into that, but Oh well, I'd say that's the end of us anyway. Pretty good though. I'm quite happy with that. If we exit the menu, let's have a look at our rankings on that one. Top 15%. Others have done much better than I did in that one. There we go. 1,000 and something. 1,021. Yeah, an interesting one, that one. There we go. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. But until next time, catch you later. See ya.